ask. Oh, are we
Oh,
on?
hey, put your fingers away. Don't touch him there.
Sorry.
Oh, shit.
We're live! Welcome.
Just ignore that last bit. I'm Jack Perry.
JJ Selwyn.
Rob Morris.
And we're here today.
Poets,
Again.
baby.
We're back.
Is my mic working?
Yeah, your mic is working.
Is my mic working?
Your mic's working.
Is my mic working?
Yeah.
My
mic?
mic.
Are we on?
Your mic.
Yeah.
We're on?
We're
Yeah.
good. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. It's good to be back. It's good to have you with us for another session, another Friday. Getting close to the end of the semester, guys.
Yeah, we've only got, what, this week, next week?
Yeah.
Fuck. Goes quickly, bro.
Yeah, bro. If you don't stop to look around once in a while, you might miss it.
You might just miss it. Wake up one day, you're done.
Dead.
Dead. Wake up dead.
Well, you're going to die one day.
Can you wake up dead?
Can't wait.
You can wake up dying and then die in quick succession, right?
No, you could wake up dead, get resuscitated, and then you're alive.
But no, dead guys can't wake up. You'd be a zombie.
Yeah, but you know those people that wake up dead? Well, not wake up dead, but wake up dead. And they have those crazy
What?
visions.
Wake up from being dead.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
No, I think that's all bullshit.
What do you mean?
I just think they're talking shit. Like anything about seeing a light before you die? Nah.
Dude, I've read a lot of it.
nothing.
It's called...
Bullshit.
Find it listed under bullshit at bullshit.org.
Okay, there was one story. There was one story I read on the internet about...
Oh, the internet must be true.
Well, everything that's true is also on the internet.
That's not
Tell us the story.
The true stuff is on the internet.
Tell
Might
us
not
the
be.
story.
Yeah, go on.
Jack.
So she was blind,
Oh.
dies,
Of course she was.
goes into the limbo period where she's not dead yet, has a crazy vision where she sees into the hospital room, like all the colours, where all the furniture is, gets resuscitated, comes back, and she's like, I just saw all this. Even though she's blind, and she described it perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's bullshit. No, it's possible that...
No, there's a lot of bullshit in it.
I think there's a lot of
for
bullshit
sure.
out there. Like maybe when you're dying, you kind of just have a dream type thing. But once, like... Then you just either come back
There
and
is a
you're
lot
dead.
of
Yeah,
bullshit
I think it's a lot of
from
bullshit.
it. But there's so many stories about that kind of stuff. So
Text in, are you dead?
yeah, text in.
Or have you died?
Have you ever been dead?
0448856416. Have you died?
Like, I'm sure, no, I think your mind could definitely produce some crazy shit in the same way that you can have fucked up dreams if you, like, take certain, like...
DMT. Isn't that the
no,
go?
No, it's 5-HTP.
No, that's the stuff that you take after caps.
No, there's something in, like, nootropics, which they put in, which has an active ingredient, nootropics, which makes you dream a lot. When I took Alpha Brain, it didn't do anything for me, but I had the craziest dreams. Like, I was having, like, 10 dreams a night.
I get that when taking Xanamane and stuff.
Yeah, it could be that as well.
But I think like
There
smoking
isn't-
DMT is like a whole different.
Smoking
ballpark.
DMT, you don't have dreams. You just have crazy hallucinations while you're on the drug.
Yeah, but the point is DMT is stored in your brain. So the go is people say that light that you see is just that rapid release of DMT when your body's like, you're going out, it's going to happen, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah,
So let's
it's
go
very
out
possible. Yeah, when you're
in a
dying, your body
dope way.
releases some doozy amount of chemicals in your brain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
particularly DMT. And they haven't proven that because DMT's got such a short half-life when it gets released into your bloodstream.
Yeah. Well, either way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the problem with this field of near-death experiences. A lot of it's not really scientific.
Because you need to kill someone to make it valid.
Well, it's just it's your like personal experience of what happened. I saw this, and it's very generic.
Anecdotal.
There was one guy who, like a famous, I think, psychologist who had a near-death experience and wrote a book about it, and it became a bestseller.
Yeah, he was super Christian.
Yes, he was super Christian.
Yeah, and
it like affirmed his super Christian beliefs. Maybe I can.
there's a big thing about. I think Sam Harris either wrote an article or
He wrote. Yeah, I read his
was
book.
What
What did he say?
It was in his book, Waking Up. In the last chapter, he talks about. Well, he writes a criticism of that, and he points out all the flaws in that guy's book.
It was brutal feeding.
Yeah.
And he doesn't deny like what happened, but he's like, this is where he went wrong, like in all these areas of his.
Yeah, he basically abdicated his scientific duty to actually, put in a hypothesis and a valid test, and just effectively told an anecdotal story while saying, by the way, I'm a scientist, so this is all legit.
Yeah,
But he didn't engage in any of the necessary scientific rigors.
That was the problem with it. Still be fun to have one.
Have what? A near-death experience?
Fun's probably not the right word.
It'd be interesting. No, like, no.
Maybe fun.
Could be fun. I don't know.
No, the specific one where you die and go and see the.
Oh, that would be
the
awesome.
afterlife and come back.
But like, when we had a car crash. We were on a highway.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Where we almost hit a wombat walked out on the highway and we swerved and crashed into like the center railing. And if that center railing wasn't there, we would have gone into the trees and just died.
Yeah, we were close.
And that all just happened so quickly, which I guess that would count as a near-death experience. But
it's not in the realm of what we're talking about here.
I guess not, because I got nothing from that. After that happened, I wasn't like more like, oh my, I was like, oh, I guess you could just die really quickly. But I wasn't then like, I've got to live every day. Like,
Yeah,
you know how some people have those.
Well, I mean, like to be honest, when you stand in like the pedestrian strip in the middle of like City Road, and there's like buses coming each way, you know, at any stage you're like a foot and a half away from certain death.
Yeah.
But it's not like those moments you're saying, bro, this is deep. Like I really need to get myself in shape and be better to my missus. You need to go to class.
Be better to my missus.
Yeah. That didn't happen to me.
No, neither. I got nothing except the renewed hate for wombats.
Renewed. You used to hate wombats?
Yeah, you hated
Like,
them,
went
then you
down.
liked them, and then you once again.
No, I think I hated them when I was a child. Then my hate waned.
I always thought they were kind of cool. And then I found out they killed dogs, and that's why I don't like them.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, like, dogs get super excited when they see a wombat hole and like go down in there, and then the wombat squishes it.
That's bad.
The wombat
no,
squishes the dog.
Yeah, between the wombat and the hole, because they're like super powerful from the side of the hole. You know
Oh,
what I mean? It's just
okay.
Mush town.
So there's
Not
a
a good way to
wombat
go.
next to a dog in the same.
Hole.
In a confined
Oh.
space.
The wombats live in holes.
Yeah, mate.
Did you know that?
Yes, but I didn't think about it.
What are the animals that like dig up moles? What's a mole?
A mole is not a wombat.
What does a mole look like?
I gotta
though?
look this up. I think a mole.
A mole's one of
lives
those blind, useless ones.
Does
isn't
a
it?
mole look like Douglas?
Yeah,
Diglett?
that's yeah.
Diglett, Douglas.
Oh, you're gonna look at this.
Oh, they're ugly.
Dude, I don't think they have eyes.
No, they're blind.
They're blind?
Look at that face.
what
It's like Predator. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
If you're at home now and listening.
Don't worry,
which is
I'll just
unlikely.
share this. I'll share this because everyone needs to see this right
Do
now.
that?
Wait, it just doesn't have eyes. I always thought
Wait,
the
it lives
creepiest thing you
underground.
could see on a face was like, do you ever see? What movie was it where the guy's mouth gets like sewn up and there's like they have a face but it's just skin where their mouth would.
There's a
be.
bunch of
Oh,
them.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah. Oh, and the guy in Pan's Labyrinth has eyes on his hands. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
He uses
that's-
that.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of dope,
You
actually.
know what I loved about that movie?
What?
That was a movie where the guy got shot in the face, right?
Pan's
At the end.
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Like it was like a military character or
It's
something.
magical, that movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty
It's
good.
a magical film.
Isn't it a horror?
Yeah, but like horror magic.
Magical.
No, like it had
Anyway.
monsters and shit in it.
Yeah.
Is
but
that what
it
you're
was all
thinking
like,
of?
She was like, it was like in her head though, right? There was like a real story going on outside.
I might have never even seen it.
We need to.
I saw it a long time
I might have actually
ago.
not
Should we
seen
get the
the
trailer
movie.
for Pan's Labyrinth and just re-familiarize
Yeah.
ourselves?
I'll get it up.
Because this might actually put us onto an interesting topic about like Western movies versus non-Western movies.
Which is what?
Just
Yeah.
if I'm thinking of the right film,
Don't play the whole trailer.
no, I just want to see if I've got it right. Oh fuck, please. Yeah, no, this is
Okay,
it.
that's it. All right, yeah.
So
what
the guy,
happens?
when he gets shot in the face,
Yeah.
it's not a clean forehead shot. It's like upper left cheek,
Yeah.
and it's gnarly, and that is so much more.
Yeah, well, in a lot of movies,
Real.
they get shot right in the
It's just
center
that
of the
sweet little
forehead.
pinpoint, and no one. But like this was like half his jaw was gone, and it was like
Yeah.
whoa, and that affected me so much more than any doozy, generic US headshot.
Yeah, well, what movies have to do to make it realistic, I think, is they have to show the exit wound has to be like giant. Because a bullet will come in small and then just like blow out the back of your head.
Well, it
the
depends
time.
what caliber you're using.
Like, definitely if it's like a hollow point, but even with like a normal bullet, I'm pretty sure it explodes out the back.
No, I'm not sure if it's.
And the amount of blood that comes out.
This was like a
is,
Luger. I don't know what caliber.
Like,
anyway,
ridiculous.
Redonky Donk.
Redonkey donkey. Did you ever see that video of that guy in America who shot himself live at a press conference on TV?
You know, I haven't.
You've never seen that?
It's not cool.
Well, it's not cool, but it's
I've
also
probably not.
very different to the movies. There's like about 50,000 times as much blood. Surprisingly.
Yeah, it just
It's
keeps
an outrageous number.
It keeps gushing
Bud,
and gushing.
Bud
Oh,
Perry?
we got 8 liters, 6 liters of blood.
Bud Perry?
I don't know. You showed me this video, and I've been
not
scarred ever
gonna-
since.
I
Bud
wanna see
Perry.
it.
No, well, don't watch it.
If you're listening, don't watch
Don't
it.
watch it.
Don't
Do
watch
not
it.
watch it.
Unless you
Just
want to.
Nah, look at what moles.
Look at pictures of moles without eyes.
Just
Console
look at pictures
yourself
of
with
moles
blind
instead
moles.
when you're at home tonight, about to go to bed, and don't know what to look at on the internet. Just look at pictures of moles.
That'd creep me out more than a guy getting shot in the head, I reckon.
Maybe.
Can you get a mole for a pet?
W's. I'm sure you
You
can.
need a hole to put the mole in.
No, I think you just put
Yeah,
him in
well,
the
you build a
yard and
hole.
he'd dig his own hole.
Would he though?
There's
I
not
feel
much
like-
of an exotic animal trade going on around here.
I feel
Not
like-
enough of an exotic animal trade. In
you
fact,
maybe just don't know about it, bro.
well, no, because I feel like in the Middle East they're all about the doozy having tigers and
Oh, dude, there's more
Cool
tigers
But it's
animals.
probably
in
it's,
Texas
what you're saying.
than
It's
India.
mainstream there, but not like.
I don't know if it's mainstream, but here, like if I want some flamingo or
you could
something,
get
like
one,
I don't know if
bro.
I could
You
get
can
one.
get
No,
You could
no,
get
no,
one
no.
for sure.
Do you hear about that guy in
There's
New
no
York?
way.
The guy in New York who had a tiger and a crocodile in his apartment, in like a one-bed apartment. And then they found out because the tiger bit his arm and he had to report it. And they went in his apartment and he just had a tiger and a crocodile in there.
Do you also have like
That's
lush
so
furniture?
crazy.
or
In
is it
New
just
York.
Like those
No, it was like a
three hanging
shitty
out?
one-bed
Were
apartment.
they both caged?
No, it was just like a tiger living in a small one-bedder in New York.
Next to a crocodile.
Yeah,
No water?
But
I think
Was
no.
he in the tub? The croc?
maybe. You can look it up.
Buzz Center.
I'll look it up.
He's just an absolute nutter of a man.
Wow, the life some people live. Hey.
Yeah, but like
Hey.
we're all just chilling with dogs and stuff, which are cool. But like, how much cooler would it be? If
Not
it was
that
That'd
like,
be fucking terrifying.
No,
I
if you
wouldn't
made
do
like
that.
best mates with you know those dudes, you see those guys who are best friends with animals, like
Yeah,
best
it's
friends with
bullshit,
lions.
bro.
It's not bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Why is
bro.
it bullshit?
Because they always end up getting eaten.
No, they don't always end up getting eaten.
Always.
No, they don't.
100%.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of people getting eaten by lions,
Yeah.
how about those two lions getting capped when that guy jumped in naked? Into
Yeah, that's really sad, actually.
What happened?
This guy, this absolute idiot, jumped into a lion enclosure. Was he on drugs?
No, he thought he was the second coming or something.
Oh, well, he was
religious.
delusional, and he
Yeah.
jumped into the lion enclosure, and the lions were gonna eat him, so they shot the lion, so
But
that
he
the
like
guy
dipped
would
around
Oh,
the
get
lions.
that's
So the
sad.
lions were like, "What's up?" And then he was like, told some poor jokes.
That's a good
and then-
move though. You got to shoot the lions there.
Do you?
Shoot the guy.
Yeah, fucking.
He's just some idiot who thinks he's God. Whereas you got two cool lions just hanging out.
They are cool and expensive.
Yeah.
And just cool.
How
Expensive. A human life's worth
Lions.
several million,
How
I'm
do you
pretty sure.
value a human life?
Life insurance.
Not very well, according to current day and age.
Life insurance.
Hey, that's only if you've got
Yeah,
it.
actually, it's
Do
a
you, really, do you
shame.
really reckon this guy and several million? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I got a
What
fat policy, bro.
You're not in life
I
insurance.
found out- I found out
No,
I
I'm
was-
not life insured.
I found out I was for $500,000, and they're taking my super contributions. I didn't realize.
Why are you insured?
Exactly. It's because it's like we'll just put you on this when you're 15 and you get a job, and then we're going to steal your money until you're old enough to realize what's going on.
Oh.
Rats.
I thought you just got life insurance when you're old.
Yeah, but like it sometimes
You don't
comes
get
with
it,
like
you
No,
have
like, I don't mean by I mean you go and you purchase life
I would
insurance.
never purchase it.
Well, what's your family gonna do if you die?
yeah.
That's a pretty weak ass statement. I've heard you say before you're never gonna buy insurance for anything.
Yeah.
That's
You don't
dumb.
believe in
I
it.
got
Pretty
car
dumb,
insurance. This is wrong.
You told me you didn't believe in
I don't
insurance.
know where that's coming from. I have car insurance.
Well, you just
You
said you
have
won't
to
buy
be
life
licensed.
insurance.
Yeah, but life insurance is a bit of a jab.
Yeah, but
Why
it's the
not?
type of thing where, like, if your wife, say your wife was taking care of the children and you have a job and then you die,
So unlikely.
you're a piece of shit.
Alright.
Are you joking?
Nah. Let's cut to a song now anyway.
What are you thinking,
Well,
Jackie? Play a little oon for me.
Oon, I'll feed you an oon.
Oon, baby. What? What are you gonna play?
I want to play this song by the Jackson 5.
Which one? I'll be
I'll Be
there.
There.
Tell me it's I'll be there.
Holy
joking.
shit.
Holy swacky.
This song. That was I'll Be There by the Jackson 5. Got a few texts in.
What do they say,
I'll just
Jack?
read one out. I believe I'll look at that picture in a second. I believe it was referring to the guy who jumped into the lion cage. Text in that Gronk was committing suicide. He had a suicide note.
Yeah, that makes it even worse.
Yeah.
That they killed the animals, considering he wanted to die anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty gnarly way to go out.
You're not lying.
There's a video.
Oh!
I didn't even get it.
I thought I'd sneak it past you.
God damn.
Unreal.
Oh, far
Damn.
out, man.
Also, there's a online there's a movie which has a guy got eaten by a lion in the wild in front of his family,
Oh,
and it's
no.
on
Is it on YouTube
it's
or like the
on
other
the
one?
internet.
What, Live Leak?
It's on
I
some
don't know,
crazy.
man.
I wouldn't want to see it because I think the dirtiest way you could die would be being eaten alive. And this happened to this guy in front of his family. You know, that'd be a gnarly one for the kids.
It depends
For
how
sure.
like the mood of the lion.
Well, apparently a lot of animals will, like lions and
Ass
stuff. will-
first?
No, they'll kill you. But like bears will just
Ass
eat you
first.
ass first. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up with that? Monkeys do it too, don't
Dude,
they?
chimps. Apparently, chimps are the biggest
Oh.
assholes in the whole world.
Yeah,
You
literally.
read this story about this guy. They had
No.
they had a chimp, and then they had it at their house, and they always
Oh no. Yeah, keep going.
they always hung out.
Is that the video?
Yeah.
Oh, don't watch it,
Let's
dude.
not watch it.
They always hung out with the chimp. Anyway, the chimp eventually got too big and they had to take it to an enclosure. So they went to visit the chimp at the enclosure, and they brought a cake to give to the chimp because they were friends with the chimp. And there was another chimp that had got out and was watching them give the cake to this chimp, and the chimp didn't like that he wasn't getting the cake, so he attacked the guy. And like chimps, apparently the way they attack you is they pull your face off and they pull your dick off. That's their like go-to because they got really strong hands. So they just pulled this guy and pulled all of his
dickless.
He went dickless for Michael
For
Chiklis.
They pulled the chimp's face and dick off.
No, the chimp pulled the human's face and dick off.
The guy, the dad.
Oh, because he was in the cake. He was giving the cake to that
Yeah.
chimp. Oh, I thought the chimp attacked the other chimp.
No, the chimp attacked the human,
No.
and apparently chimps attack each other,
Yeah.
and they attack monkeys.
And
Chimps
they
will
eat
and they
monkeys.
eat the monkey, and they eat it ass first. For some reason, they always
That's
eat it.
not even a GR.
Or what they do is they grab them.
ass first.
They grab the chimp and just like the monkey, and they like pull it apart.
Yeah, Liam's. Yeah.
Yeah, they like would do that as a team. Apparently, baboons are giant assholes as well. They'll grab little kids.
Baboons have giant.
They
got
have
those
the
big red
bars,
red
they have
ones,
big
right?
red
But apparently,
bars.
if you have a
Good to eat
baby,
first, actually.
if you have a baby
Yeah,
with
that's
you,
probably why.
a baby with you, like a monkey will always try and grab it.
And eat it.
Yeah. Apparently, if there were like as many monkeys as there are humans, it would just be all out chaos.
Planet of the
Because
Apes.
they're
so
Rise
strong,
of
dude.
the Apes.
You seen a picture of a monkey without?
Yeah.
This is just turning into
monkeys,
a fucking
no
Joe Rogan
hair.
podcast.
Well, all that information I got.
You just heard this on other podcasts.
I
Yes,
can't do this.
But other people
Liar.
might not have heard it, so
Yeah, but-
I feel like I
bro.
can pass the
You
information
can't
on.
claim this.
I'm not claiming it as though like I
Look how
just
jacked that guy
I
is. Look at
know
that.
that.
Bicep.
No, that one, the top row, the monkey with no hair.
This
No,
one?
further
No,
across.
no, no.
That one.
Boom.
It's
No,
muscly
really?
as.
Yeah, it's really
Glutes,
muscly.
Well developed.
Yeah, monkeys. Well, they've also got a doozy diet.
And the one below it, dude.
They're not
Look at
eating macas or
that-
anything.
Look at that shoulder.
They just eat grass.
See, this is when vegans tell you monkeys are jacked and they don't eat meat, but they do. So
No, they
maybe we
don't.
should- We just talked to you about.
No, but they
eating
mainly
faces.
eat grass.
In any case, we're not monkeys.
We are monkeys. Like 98% same DNA, bruh.
We are a different
Yeah.
species, but
Yeah.
We're different species. We operate on different things. That's not to say you can't be a healthy vegan.
Yeah.
It's to say that
you had to bring
it's
this
just
up.
not a good argument.
No,
but
the
like-
monkeys. No.
Rhinos are really big. It's just no.
No, because it all just depends about how your body breaks down different
Exactly.
things. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I guess that's
And like
not.
cows have heaps of stomachs, and it's just there's no end to it. How silly that argument is.
Yeah, but there are other good arguments.
Yeah, good ones, but I don't want to address them. That's hard.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay away from chimps.
I wouldn't go near them in the first place.
I'd be kind of tempted to go near one. Apparently in India, we're going to India. There's lots of monkeys, but they're little ones.
Yeah, but they'll steal your shit.
Yeah,
I
they'll
haven't
like
seen-
steal something and then like.
Actually, I saw some.
away.
I saw some monkeys once when I went to Morocco. We like stopped the car and got out to say hello to the monkeys, and it was pretty cool because we were feeding them biscuits, and they do the thing where they reach their hand out to take the biscuit.
Yeah.
Bit like most animals use their mouth. It's cool
Oh.
when it uses an
right.
arm, like a human.
Wait, they know. they
Just like us.
Just
they
like
know
us,
what's up.
dude. Monkeys.
Yeah, I got a feeling we
To
don't.
like a to a
no,
small
no.
extent.
Well, I don't think we
us first,
afford.
they know what's up.
We afford enough
All
like
that ass, baby.
like attention to what animals know.
I think
I
we-
reckon
there's
like
a
my
lot of-
dogs know
Oh no.
a lot of what's up.
I don't think dogs know shit, bro.
What happened?
They hands down do. They know because they respond to behavior so well and they interpret behavior so well.
Yeah, but their level of thought, I just think, is very low. They just operate on a very base level of like needs and like just things.
I don't
and
know
respond
if
to
they
it.
do though.
I don't think they have complex.
Like, I
they have
would-
no
like-
They
complex
don't have any
thought.
complex
No, because
emotions.
like dogs are capable of like forethought. Like I'm gonna do something when something else happens. I'm gonna wait around to engineer it. So that's got to take. You know what I mean? Like I can be in one area of the house. So when I give my dogs bones, I know that Bonnie, the mum, will go around the house and steal Amber's because she's a bitch. But she'll do that only when I'm not looking because she knows she gets in trouble. So like, depending on where I am in the house, she'll like cruise around and like spy on me. Legit, I have seen my dog spy on me. Wait till I'm not looking and then go hunt her daughter and steal the bone.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely a lot of research done on this. You can just look it up because they would have tested, or they've tested a bunch of animals to know what they're capable of. They
And
do
that
all
video I
sorts
saw
of
the other day
stuff
of cows like opening
with
up
monkeys.
gates for each other. You
Yeah,
seen that
that's
one?
still
That was gnarly.
yes, but I still think it's very low level compared
Yeah.
to humans. Like their
Like
level of
cows
thought
turning on
isn't even
taps
comparable.
Blew my mind.
Not comparable. I've seen the
cool,
video of
yeah.
the cow like opening the gate.
Yeah, it's
I'm not
cool.
saying that it's just their brain like isn't developed in the same way. They haven't developed the same level.
Yeah,
of
I mean,
thought.
we obviously like attach like, oh, that's a cow being empathetic and helping out its mate.
Well, this is the
shit like
whole
that.
the whole
So yeah,
guilty dog thing doesn't exist. That got disproven. It's not that dogs feel guilty. They just respond to to the body language of the person. So when you're like angry at them, that's how they look. It's not that they're guilty that they ate food. They did a big study on that. Dogs don't have guilt.
Slammed.
We did that in psychology. They don't have that. It's just
I
like
call
you
bullshit.
come in.
I've seen
No,
guilty dogs.
No,
bro.
you can't
This
call
stuff we
bullshit.
should
Nah,
do this stuff
nah,
all the
nah.
time in
Study.
The
psychology.
weight of my
Because
anecdotal
then,
evidence
yeah, like
far
everyone-
outweighs
yeah.
the scientific rigors.
So
of
a
that
lot of
study.
people just put their own shit onto their dogs. They're like, oh, it's like they
Projection.
Think, yeah,
Projecting,
exactly.
yeah. Legit.
Deep.
Pretty deep.
But monkeys though they've got some.
They know what's up.
They know, yeah, they're pretty clever.
We got we got a text in regarding that. I'll just read it out. Our physiology is the most similar to primates, and that's why it's a valid argument. Not sure what the argument.
No, that was the
you're gonna
vegan
have to-
argument.
Is that the vegan?
But like, there's a like just
But like that doesn't.
no. Don't get upset about it. It's just like we don't need to have that argument. But there's a lot of other arguments for veganism that just make sense. So just don't use that one.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like just like we are a different species, so we just eat different things.
Yeah,
I
but
assume
also,
that
like,
they're
to get as jacked as a monkey on a plant-based diet, and the fact that all monkeys are that jacked, it's just like it's not a thing.
yeah, it's not a good argument. But like most
Yeah.
smart vegans aren't using that argument.
So whoa, Jada just called out that texter in. Apparently you're dumb.
Boom.
No, like I get what
Shots
they're
fired.
saying.
No, that's fine, bro. You want to
Text
insult our
us
listeners?
back.
We don't have many. That could be the only person listening.
That's alright. Stop listening. I don't give a shit.
Another
Go do
text
something else
in.
with your Friday.
We just got a few more texts in.
Oh,
They had to shoot the lions, otherwise they could have been sued for negligence.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
True,
that's
I'm sure that's true. And
yeah, it could be the case.
your mic's got a little bit loud then when you all got excited. Lol. Hey, we can't help it.
Yeah, we can't help it.
Yeah.
We're having a good time in here,
Having a
people.
good
Yeah.
time.
Thank God
Alright.
it's Friday.
Well, I got another song request. Morning Glory by Oasis.
Oh, that's a
and-
good one.
I
and
love that song.
Here it is. This is for you.
Wonderwall.
Psych.
Unreal.
Yeah, send in requests though. Seriously, legit. We'll play them.
We-
0448856416.
That's the number. Shoot us a text.
Numero.
Get those fingers working.
We'll feed you an urn.
Little oon bag. So, should we read this?
Grace texted in.
Grace texted in.
Oh, read it. Yeah,
Well,
read
okay,
it.
we'll go. We'll have this. We'll have this discussion. She said, "You gronk. That was. It is a valid argument. Our physiology is like that of a herbivore's. Example, like a monkey, and we are very closely related to them. If you don't see a link, it's a problem with your intelligence, not the person who brings it up."
Now, can I just firstly, before we actually get into the substance of the argument, this is obviously something we've just brought up
What?
for shits, like that monkeys aren't jacked because they eat grass. But like, just on a broader note of how the vegan versus carnivore conversation occurs, it doesn't need that much spite, Grace. Just in future, when you're trying to educate people,
Steady on, Rob.
maybe not. Let's just like, there's something wrong with your intelligence, because the last time, I
I agree with you.
I didn't even
Rob.
know where to begin. But I mean, like, what I brought it up in the context of building muscle, right?
Yeah, no, but this text wasn't sent to like the page. It was like just like a personal text, so maybe it's not like this isn't like a. It was more just like having a go at someone you know.
Are you backtracking now? Because
I'm not
you're getting a lot of
backtracking.
messages.
I'm not backtracking.
Yeah, we can hear it beep over
Sounds
there.
like you're backtracking.
I'm not backtracking.
What's the
What's the-
messages?
The message
like-
aren't saying. She's just saying she's at work, so she can't like get into the discussion.
Oh, right.
okay.
Okay.
Don't look at me like this, like I'm defending her, because I'm not.
No, I'm not. I know what
You
you're
look
talking
at me
about.
like that.
I've
Give me
said
these
nothing.
looks, shooting me daggers
I've
over
said-
here, bro.
I've said nothing. Look, the point, the take home is, that
Yeah, I
monkeys-
just don't like the
monkeys
argument.
do have very
either.
similar physiology to us, and they also eat each other. And I think there must be something different in the testosterone, the way they're built, or just like how they put together. Because, I mean, they don't. If you look at a gorilla, he hasn't spent any time in the gym, and a lot of them just fucking sit around and they're jacked. And like humans just don't get like that.
Yeah,
That's all you need to know.
that's all you need to know. Well, yeah, it's like the argument is just like just look at a human body and what that's suited to instead of looking at a monkey body, and do that. And if you can prove that a human body, what that can take, isn't that just the more important argument?
I think
Yeah?
I lost you there.
I lost
No, it's
you.
like just like don't worry about what if a monkey's jacked or not from being vegetarian. Just look at a human, give it a vegetarian diet and like a meat diet, and then you can just tell which one it processes better. I'm sure a lot of science has been done on this. I'm just like,
Yeah, for
so
sure.
there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the go.
That's pretty solid right there, what you just said.
Mm.
Yeah, damn
Look
right.
at the humans. Why are we looking
Yeah,
at
we just-
looking
we
at
just-
apes when we can look at humans?
Yeah,
Same at that. Even
stop
the
worrying
even
about
playing
apes.
field, you know?
Yeah, let's not worry. Let's not bring the apes
nice.
into
Don't
this.
bring the apes into it. That's what. that's what I'm saying.
Don't bring the apes in.
Planet of the Apes over here.
We don't want to know about the apes.
Tenuous. Yeah.
I mean, they eat us first. Bit like Rob.
First date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what now, boys?
What else did we have? Oh, we were talking before. Our friend in America just graduated from Harvard.
Harvard. Boston.
From Boston. Yeah. And we had a story about this guy.
You had a story.
Shout out to Ditmarsh.
Jay Ditmarsh. Our friend Jay Ditmarsh in America just graduated from Harvard, which is very impressive. That's good on him. But this guy, I remembered because I saw this and it reminded me about him of when this was back at the start of high school. It's my first memory of him because I didn't know him, and he was a physical specimen. This guy, he was an amazing rower.
Beast.
He was a beast. But he was like an early sprouter. Just he just beefed up early. So he was an intimidating character.
Ape-like, if you will.
Yeah, he was a little monkeyish. He had long arms, and
Still does.
it still probably has long arms, yeah. And so we went to my friend's house for a sleepover, as you do back in year 8. And Ditmarsh got invited as well. And I didn't know him, so I was very intimidated by the guy. And he was all big and hairy, and I was like a bit worried. Anyway, at the night of the sleepover, I had to share a bed with him. I had to sleep in the same bed as Ditmarsh. And so I go to sleep, and I'm like, this is kind of weird. Ditmarsh in my bed. Look at this guy. Because I was very small back then. He was really big. And like halfway through the night, middle of the night, he rolls over and just bear hugs me, both arms, one arm like, under the bottom, like spooning position, one arm around the bottom, one arm over the top, grabs him real tight and like puts his head right into my neck and then just like nestles right in there and then just goes back to sleep. And then I was so wigged out by it, I just had to sleep the rest of the night with him like cuddling me like that. And I was so powerless because he was so much bigger than me. And then he just never mentioned it ever again, and we just went on with our lives and then became friends a few years later.
I mean, he probably didn't think twice about it.
Yeah, the argument we were having, or the discussion we were having, was whether or not that was a calculated power move, dominance from a
When I said,
or it was just like, he needed someone to snuggle.
He
and
needed,
you were
yeah.
just-
when I said power move, I didn't mean like calculated, like he planned this earlier. I just meant in the moment he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna like fuck with this guy."
No
yeah,
way.
I just don't see it at all.
What do you mean, no way?
It's just not who he is.
Knowing
and not
him, he
not
just,
what he's
like,
about.
I think the issue is like not that he thought about what you'd think if he did it. He just didn't think about what you'd think if he did it. That was his human need. You wake up in the middle of the night, you want to cuddle. There's someone in there, you just do it.
You
And
just
he just
do
did
it.
it.
Yeah.
Like
so bold.
you or I would be like, "Is this appropriate?" But
Yeah, I
the
would have thought
man
it's
we know-
inappropriate with someone you don't really know.
The man we know, I don't think that thought would have arisen in his head.
He had me so tight as well.
Really.
Yeah.
Were you just lying there, eyes open, like, oh my god, what
After
the
a
fuck
while.
is
yeah.
I don't even know this
Exactly.
guy.
I just lay there like, what is happening?
Dude,
to me right
that's
now?
like,
After a while,
I mean,
though,
when
did
you're like,
you give
what,
in a
12,
little bit?
12 years old and
What do
you
you mean,
don't
did I
know the
give
guy?
in?
Do you just like, oh, well,
I mean,
enjoy
like,
it?
bro, it's not often that a guy gets to be little spoon.
It was nice to get the attention. I'm not going to deny, like once. No, so it was really
Like
weird
a
at the
warm
start.
human embrace, like a strong one.
It was so strong. I've never been in the rest of my life. I don't think I've ever been handled like that again.
Did it feel nice?
Because for a long period it was so weird. But then eventually I think I just went to sleep. So then I
In
guess
that
it
warm
was
embrace.
yeah.
And you felt secure?
I felt safe.
Safe,
I
and
guess
safe.
I definitely felt
And that
safe.
everything was right in the world.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely for people who never get to be the small spoon. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's good. This particular situation was a bit hard to get comfortable in. But
Yeah, but you could see
But it was
even
cool,
in that
though.
situation the merits of being like the potential benefits of being small spoon.
Well, there was just a point where I realized I wasn't getting out, so I was like,
Did
all
you
right.
try to get out?
No, I didn't even try to get out.
Okay.
I just imagine JJ 13 years old and he's just so small. Just like,
Yeah, and Jay was big. I don't think Jay
He's a-
grew much
he was,
after,
yeah, he was very, very
after year
big.
7.
Yeah.
Boy.
So yeah, he just had his way.
Wow.
Well,
What can
yeah,
you
I
do?
mean, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
Well, there,
I'm not saying
I mean,
there's
there's an
anything
issue
wrong
of
with
like,
that.
consent, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you need consent to hug someone?
Yeah.
Like that,
Cuddle them?
probably.
Oh yeah, if you're in a bed and then you like are gonna get on someone, you need to have consent. Well, if I'd said to him get off and then he'd be like no, then like
That would have been an interesting night.
then maybe there would be an
Yeah,
issue.
it's tricky though because I mean, like, was there like implied consent? You didn't say no, but I mean, there's obviously laws around.
Yeah, I don't think
sex,
this was
but
that.
like,
Yeah, this wasn't that.
Yeah. Sex is different.
This didn't get to
yeah,
that.
but you need like that positive affirmation.
This didn't get to that level.
Affirmative down to boogie, but with a hug, I could probably count as sexual assault.
Nah.
Thin, but could be.
I liked it too much.
I hope he's listening.
Well, we
I
wouldn't
doubt
be.
it.
But I bet he doesn't remember it even.
But you've held on to
You
it.
held onto it.
Well, no, it's just it's not something I think about a
No,
lot.
but you
it's
just had it
in my
It's
brain.
been tucked away in there.
Yeah, it's been tucked away.
Intended or not,
In the
it
nooks
is a
and
dope
crannies.
power move.
Oh, it's impressive.
Yeah, that is strong.
Especially guy on guy.
Real alpha
Real
move.
real show of dominance.
That's what I was saying. It was dominant.
Yeah, but like I don't think he had that foresight.
No.
I think it was just him being him.
Either way, he just graduated from Harvard.
Harvard.
Which is impressive.
Yeah,
Because
he's closing deals.
Yeah, he's a low-key savage. that
I
just
don't even
hugs-
think he's low key.
Oh, he's a high-key savage who
High-key
hugs whoever the
savage.
fuck he wants in the middle of the night.
Just takes what he wants.
Well, now the connotations.
Part of one of the allegedly part of one of the Harvard clubs that are getting in hot water now for being
Not
single sexed.
Alleged. They also aren't single sex anymore. We were there when they took their first group of girls. They're
Oh, okay. Well,
they're both genders.
not part of one of the single sex.
He's in the SPE club. The SPE. It's nice. We went there. They've got a
Should we
room.
be saying this? Is this a thing?
No.
Because there's not. Oh, okay.
Is
I
it?
suppose.
This
Don't
would be
let,
bad.
don't let the monkey out of the bottle. if
Well,
you're
we've
not
said it
allowed.
now. Anyway, we went to his club.
Everyone listening, forget that.
We went to his club, and they've got a big stuffed bear in the club. It's crazy. A full-size bear.
Oh, have you
And
heard
really
the-
nice as well.
Have you heard the remixes of the Play School song that Triple J's been doing?
No, let's
Unreal.
find it.
Sorry.
Segway.
There's a bear in there, and you got me going.
Oh.
But they are unreal, dude.
Right.
So good.
Let's play one.
They
Is
played
that what's up? There's a chair
one-
in
This
there.
is Triple J Unearthed. Oh
Yeah,
wait, there's
yeah,
a few.
What's the?
There's Goosebumps remix, Ill Habits remix.
There was like a really, really dope one. I'm just
I reckon Dyson. He's got the most views. I'll play it.
The most one.
Yeah, let's play it.
Is this live?
This is Alex Dyson performing his Play School remix. Come inside.
Come inside.
Yeah, it was all right.
That was pretty good. That was Alex Dyson performing his Play School remix. Come inside.
He had one of those square. What are those things with all the buttons? You know the thing he was
Oh,
pushing the little buttons
I've
on?
seen some wild stuff on
Yeah,
Facebook.
I've
with
seen
those.
some.
Yeah, I've seen some as well. I don't know what they are. I don't know what their role is in them.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
I think you program the sound.
You
with
can
each button.
improvise.
Yeah, yeah. and then you
Electronic music on them. They're pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Do you still have your decks?
Yeah, just.
Did you have a DJ face?
Yeah,
That's
well,
something I can hold against you.
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's fine. How much they cost?
I bought them secondhand of Gumtree. I think it was $650. It was 600 to 700.
Get good use out of them.
A little bit. It was a bit of a phase, and then I just couldn't be bothered to download more new music, and now they're in a storeroom because I don't have room for them.
You can
But
resell, but
of course, resale value probably still the same.
probably more.
But I'm probably not more. That would be bizarre.
Could be more. You
Yeah.
drive a hard bargain.
Yeah. But I'll look to sell them soon if anyone who's interested.
Yeah.
Pioneer CDJ 300s. Also selling a car, Hyundai Getz 2009 model. Also selling a surf ski.
Yeah, you got a few things on the market.
I always have a few things on the market. I flip shit. So I make money on
Do
the
you hear about
side.
that guy who traded his way to a house from
Yeah.
a,
Paperclip, bruh.
bottle
Didn't
cap?
we talk
Yeah.
about this
Is
on
is
radio
No.
before?
No.
I think we did.
Well, I
Better than
didn't.
you
You,
didn't.
you guys must have.
That story's been around for yonks, bruz.
Yeah,
What,
urban
does mean the
legend,
people at
bros.
home might
Urban
not?
myth, bruz.
Urban myth
No,
led.
it was, no, it was in,
That was legit,
It's a
but he
legit
wrote a book
story.
about it.
Ontario, Canada, baby.
You reckon you could do it?
no.
No, I don't even know if that type of website exists anymore. The
Was it a-
trading
was it a
website.
website? I
I
thought
think
he
he
just
did
went
it. No, I thought he.
mono.
Trading, yeah, you got into trading.
No, he was on a trading website.
You did
Imagine
how
if
to
that's what
trade,
financial
yeah.
trading was just you trading little objects to other people trying to get the better deal.
Yeah, that's what it used to be like, and they changed it. The digital age really changed what trading was
Yeah.
as a career.
Yeah, no, he did well though. He got from the paperclip to a house,
Mm.
which is very, very.
How did he do that though?
No, because you go up small. It took a long time. It took a couple of years. It was a slow grind.
Yeah.
So he went like paperclip for a book
Book.
for a blender.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Slow down. Book to a blender?
I mean, I'm just
Depends what the
hypothesizing
book
here.
was. It could be a step backwards. I feel like a lot of the trades were like,
Step
"Ooh,
backwards.
have I gone backwards?
What book is worth more than a blender?
Literally, most books.
No, bro.
You can get a blender for
I'm
like
talking
12
about a
bucks at Walmart.
NutriBullet, son.
No,
I'm talking about a Nutra Ninja, son.
900 what, bruz?
Yeah, bruz, that shit'll dice a carrot in a second, mate.
Yeah?
Hard veg, done.
Um.
Liquefied.
Oh, here it is.
What?
Sorry, I found the one I wanted to play.
Oh yeah. Let's.
Well, no,
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 wait,
no,
no.
Soon.
No,
This is
no,
good
no.
radio. We got JJ
Not
talking about
yet.
NutriBullet.
Have you used a NutriBullet? Do you have
I've
a
seen them
NutriBullet?
in
No,
use.
you have a bullshit. You got one of those fucking terrible normal blenders where it's like
It's
thick.
expensive, man.
It's expensive, man. No, get a NutriBullet.
Well,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to play you like that. I didn't
Yeah,
mean to.
yeah.
How many parts?
Didn't
is
mean to
your
raw dog you like that.
apparatus,
parts.
Ron?
How many settings has yours got?
No, not how many settings. Who cares about settings? How many
No,
pieces?
settings.
How many pieces does it
That's
No,
take?
he's,
not
he's
the-
talking about washing. You're talking about function.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
These are two core things that I'll get into.
Function. Washing is a part of function.
It's not as much a part of function as
They're
function.
just two things. I was trying to be a mediator there.
What
Okay.
how many parts it has?
How many parts does
It
your?
has a base, which
Yeah.
is the engine.
Yeah.
And that base obviously has a cord to the wall.
Yep. One part.
It then has the
It's gonna be the
principal
same. It's gonna have the.
blender, right?
Yeah.
The thing that you put your vegetables in. It has
And then a
lid,
top. Yeah.
And the lid has
A hole in it.
a hole
Oh,
in it
you
with
got
a
that.
little glass thing.
Ah.
But also the bottom of the blender, to clean it properly, you can take away the base of the blender.
Yeah.
So you're effectively left with like
Yeah.
About the same.
NutriBullets are very easy to clean as long as you do it right after you use it.
Mm.
If you let it simmer, you let it stink out for a while, the base can get very thick and gluggy
And sticky.
and sticky and smelly with gunk. So you need to clean it. But just the function, it spins so much faster than any other blender I've ever used. You can put anything in there and it'll turn it. It just like extracts a nutrient extractor. It just gets the good stuff out.
Yeah, we got a message in. Someone has a 5-piece initiation NutriBullet.
Oh,
5-piece.
welcome to the game, my
What'd it set
man.
you
You're
back?
living large.
It's like $200, maybe $250
Worth
even.
it, bro.
Bro, but you get a good bullet going in the morning. You get a bullet in. You get a kale, some fruit, carrot, some ginger, goji
We're going
berries.
back to Joe Rogan. man.
acai- no, this is my shake. He
Oh,
doesn't
this
put
is
this
your
shit in.
shake.
He puts in like
He
fucking
puts in kale.
celery and
His
kale
sucks.
and cucumber. But I'm saying
Cucumber,
put
bro. I
more.
put heaps of cucumber in.
No, but like cucumber's got nothing in it. It's like water.
Bro, I read some.
Put some carrots in
I
there.
read some
No, no,
juicing
no.
book, and it
I'm
was it was
sorry.
like some hardcore juicer, like one of those guys that's like no to NutriBullets, only uses the proper fucking vegetable,
Yeah,
whatever you
rubbish.
call them.
Like
And he
whatever.
was like, you can't actually put tap water in juices; it ruins it. You must use cucumbers for all your water.
That guy's full of
He
shit.
was hardcore, bro.
But
Oh, that guy
cucumbers-
does sound hardcore.
Wait, I
He's-
bought a
he was
I bought a
glowing with
spiralizer,
health.
and it's meant to be for cucumbers. No, zucchininis, but I
What's
whack
a
a cucumber through.
spiralizer? Well, you
Yeah.
get curls out.
Yeah,
of it.
it's like fake
Oh,
pasta.
because you can make zucchini pasta. You make
Dude,
cucumber pasta.
I made cucumber pasta.
Dude, that's disgusting.
moist. So good. Actually,
So
so
good.
good.
I didn't think cucumber would. It's so soft. The core is so
It was
soft.
unbelievable.
Well, we got more text from this person. It wasn't an initiation NutriBullet.
Why'd
It
you
was
say
an-
initiation?
They wrote initiation,
Oh.
but they corrected it imitation NutriBullet.
Imitation.
And they wrote, used it 3 times on the day I bought it. That's it. Put a whole apple in there for the chunkiest juice ever. It was not liquefied. Holy shit.
You gotta wait. No, you gotta slice the apple up.
Yeah, you got to chop the apple before.
I mean, don't be
you
ridiculous.
just put an
You
apple.
got a whole apple in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. But put some veggies in there, and then you drink that. You feel like your brain's gonna explode after you drink it. You're so buzzed with vegetables. It's a great way to get your vegetables in real quick. Gets your metabolism
Living
going.
off them would be pretty.
You can get everything you want in there. Put a steak in there.
Yeah, I think you would. Have you seen that guy on YouTube? I don't know if he's still around. Will It Blend?
No,
He was so big
I saw the
a
guy.
while ago.
I saw Brian Shaw, who's the world's strongest man, talk about how to get enough calories in. He used to just blend rice and tuna and make tuna shakes.
Yeah, that's feral.
Which
That
is
is
so
hands down.
disgusting.
Oh, yuck.
But he needs to get that much food in just to maintain his weight,
Mm.
and it's hard to eat that much tuna, so
He's
he
a
just
big boy.
drink it.
He just drinks
He
his
just
tuna.
drink
Oh,
it,
he just
tuna
drinks it.
Oh,
So
did you see that
gross.
video of the people that blended the HSP
Well, it probably is
Halal
the Will It
snack
Blend guy.
They blended a snack pack.
and they drank a little bit of
Oh, that's not a good
yuck.
way to eat food.
Yeah.
it to drink it.
You don't want to drink savory food. in
I've
a
always wondered what
drink.
like a blended steak would taste like.
Pretty unpleasant, I think, because the
Cooked
texture
or raw?
No, dude, cooked.
cooked. You got to be cooked. Yeah,
Just checking.
That'd be like
it'll be unpleasant though.
the insides of someone.
What would? That's
It'd
like a
just be like
eating
cutting
steak-
someone open and just like.
That's like a steak tartare. Do you ever eat steak tartare?
Yeah, but blended.
I love steak tartare. It was effectively minced, so it's very mushy already.
Yeah,
it's not
but
liquid.
It's not blended, bro.
It's not liquid.
Blended. Will
Right.
it blend? No, it wasn't Will it blend.
This is a different guy. So
What does he blend,
He's been
though?
around YouTube since YouTube began, and he just blends everything.
So this game is just what, like only
Like-
foods
no,
or like
mainly-
objects?
Mainly
You know what's
iPhones.
sickening? How much money this guy gets?
How much does he get?
A lot.
How do
This
you
guy's
know?
got because I'm looking at his view count.
He did get 18 million on the iPad. Will it blend?
Yeah, don't call me.
He
out,
got 18 million.
The
No, but
guy gets.
you said he got 18 million bucks for blending an iPad.
80 million views.
80 million bones for blending an iPad. Do you remember that guy who on the free data day used like a terabyte of data
Yeah,
or something?
yeah.
So that guy works with the guy on my baseball team. And apparently the company, was it Telstra?
Yeah.
Found out that he did it. And because it was like publicity and everything, they gave him free data for like life. And they gave him the new 5G, 6G, whatever, to use as much as he wants
Oh
for like
my
a
God,
year
that's
so that
the
he can then
dream.
just talk about using data. Because he stole so much data on this one. He jacked so much data in one day. He was just jacking data.
Yeah.
So now he's got free data. Works for Blackmore's IT.
Does he?
That's pretty awesome.
Pretty swanky deal, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'd like free data.
You pay for your data?
I paid way too much for my data. I went over.
I dropped an extra $20.
I dropped an extra $40.
Oofta.
Go.
I'll find this. Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped an extra $20.
If you went
Vodafone tops me up automatically when I
Yeah,
exceed,
same.
which I guess is good because it means, you know. the
If
late
you get
night-
stuck somewhere.
Yeah, no, but I mean like, because normally they just keep you going, but they just charge you the outlandish rates
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
instead of you have to like actively. I want to purchase another gig for $10. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, so you bought extra data.
But no, they do it automatically.
Oh.
So
Alright.
I pay $10 for a gig instead of like paying per.
Oh, instead of it going, crazy.
This is
So what have we
Alright,
got here? We're going to
we've
play
got
these.
Sweet Potato by Wobblecopter.
it's a little more chilled.
Triple
No,
J,
no,
I
no,
know.
no. Wait,
There was two.
No,
There was
no,
Wobblecopter
no.
and the other one.
you want come inside? That's the
Open wide?
yeah. Sorry.
All right.
This is another remix of Play School.
Yeah.
Yeah, all day. We're gonna be throwing out you all day. But this one's a little more chill.
All
That was Play School.
It was open wide actually
Open wide.
by DJ Potato or something. Sweet Potato,
The Sweet Potato.
local talent.
Yeah. Support the local talent.
Yeah. Anyway, JJ wanted to talk about chick sport.
Did I?
Yeah. You were just saying that you can't wait when the song finishes to talk about that soccer game.
Something happened.
No, so you told me about this. Rob told me about this game.
Whoa.
Just be honest.
I am being honest.
Okay.
So I heard about this from Rob. Was that
I
the
did, I feel the
the Southern Stars, women's Australian soccer team?
the Matildas.
The Matildas.
They call them Matildas.
What's the Southern Stars? The cricketers?
I don't know.
Okay, well the soccer team, the women's Australian soccer team, lost to what? The Newcastle Jets under 15 team.
Correct.
7-0.
7-0.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised by that. Should I be surprised? Like, were you surprised by
The
that?
average punter, being me, not knowing much about much, was surprised.
I think it's just that with soccer, it's just that like men's soccer is so established. There's all these gateways for kids to go through these elite programs, and they get raised from a young age to just play at a really high level. Women's soccer just hasn't had that. It's not established enough, so the quality just isn't there yet.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's possible that women's soccer in the next 50 years is going to progress hugely, the same as a lot of other women's sports, but not at the moment.
Yeah, interesting.
And so they're just not not even close to as good.
Yeah.
As
But
the men-
it's,
like-
it was surprising that they lost to them at that age.
To the punter.
Like 15-year-olds.
The coaches weren't 14-year-olds, under 15s. The
Under 15s. Yeah, under 15s.
who were
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, so they're 14. Yeah.
But the point is, like, when I read the articles, the coaches weren't at all surprised.
Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah.
Which
they obviously
surprised
wouldn't
me.
be. Well, the coaches would know the level.
Yeah, well, obviously. But
So,
yeah.
I mean, have you ever watched women's soccer?
I watched the grand final of the World Cup
Yeah.
with you, I believe.
Yeah, in America
In
we watched it.
America.
And then you've watched men's soccer. It's
Yeah,
just-
men's
a
is
palsy
on
level.
another level.
Exactly. It's not even close. There's a lot of sports at the moment that just aren't close, so they're not really comparable. Like the women's sport, the game is just growing, but a lot of these sports just haven't been as established enough.
No,
So
there's a
they
lot
just need to build foundations for them to be trained at a young age, and they'll just get a lot better. There's some sports where they won't reach the same level. Like in soccer, I don't think a women's team would ever be as good as a men's team at soccer.
Yeah.
No.
I think that's
But
pretty
they'll get a lot
fair.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I remember
time.
after the that grand final, there was a big hullabaloo about the prize money for the American women, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a emblematic of inherent sexism, or it's something else?
I think that. Well, okay, so there's problems with it, but I think that you should get paid for whatever you generate. Like, so if you generate, so like with soccer players, they generate money through like the World Cup being on, so viewership, attendance at the games, and then advertising. So if whatever they're generating, that should then be split fairly and paid to them. But that's what they should be paid upon, just meritocracy. But
well,
like
it's
there's
not necessarily meritocracy though.
It's like as good as you are, that will make people watch. If you're not making people watch, you shouldn't be getting paid more.
So in a similar way that the UFC is run, in the fact that fighters get like the majority of their money
In the same
comes
way
from
that
the
every
pay-per-views that they get, right? So like a lot of guys were getting a lot less money per fight than what's her name?
Not Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey,
She's a big draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she got the money to back that up.
Yeah, but so that's just how it works in sport. Is that like there's a certain amount of money gets distributed amongst the players. The best players get more, worst players get less. But the money just gets paid to the teams based on what the league is making. So like, the English Premier League just made a huge new TV deal. So that money just gets distributed to the teams, gets distributed to the players. The women's teams aren't part of these big TV deals, so the money's not there. There's no reason for them to get the same. If women were getting way bigger TV deals, they would get paid more.
So this is kind of like a chicken,
But then,
chicken and egg
so then the
thing, 'cause you can
problem
say
is like, then they don't get money. The game
Yeah.
doesn't grow. But then it's like, there's like a reason. I don't know. It's because they're starting so far behind because men's game's already built up and the women's game isn't built up. If they'd started at the same time, you could then see if people were actually more interested in men's sport than women's sport. Because at this point, it's just men's sport got to a way better
Stronger
level before women's
What
sport.
about tennis? Tennis is paid equally, right?
Yeah, tennis is paid equally now. So I don't know the stats. Like, I don't know whether... Because their argument, they always say, is we do the same work.
which
Thus,
is not
we should
really-
get
'cause
paid
they
the
They
same.
play less though.
Yeah, so that's not... It's not like that. There's no other job as well where that's the same. Like, it's just then it's done on performance. If you're a baker and there's another baker at a different store, the baker who just more people goes to makes more money than the one. Just because you're both bakers doesn't mean you deserve equal money.
Yeah.
So if women like do the same training, but people don't go to the games, TV gets nothing, then they shouldn't be paid the same because there'd be no reason for them to.
I read an article. There wasn't much merit to it, but someone was saying that, and I don't even think it's true, that the way women are built and the sort of that men have, testosterone and more muscle and stuff, that 3 sets is as physically demanding on them as 5 sets is for guys. Now, immediately, that doesn't seem right to me, but then they use that as a justification for equal pay. But that seems stupid because, like, you get paid on the output you generate, not the input you put in. Like, if I let's say I was doing a maths exam against Perry, we might try just as hard, but I would get slaughtered. Now, if that maths exam was for money, or, if we use the same logic for something else, if the more marks you got, the more money you achieved, then like the input doesn't matter; it's the output. Is essentially
Yeah, I also don't know if that tennis thing is true because in every other sport, athletics and swimming, pretty much every other athletic sport, they do the same.
Yeah,
same
exactly.
races.
Why is it such in
Why?
tennis?
It's
They
sort of
just
this
play-
antecedent-
It's men only play 5 sets in the Grand Slams, so it's an extra thing. But men are seen to just be able to, like, I don't know, handle the longer games. Maybe it's that there's more interest in the men's games, so they make them longer than the
I think
women's
it's
games.
rubbish. I think they should play the same.
You think they should play the
Frankly.
same?
Yeah, I think women should play 5 sets.
Yeah.
They're like
Oh.
Serena Williams is an animal athlete. Like how? Like it's stupid to think.
Yes,
that
but they're also taking into account whether there's an audience. That means a lot more time of women's games being on.
yeah.
Yeah, that's more time that the tournament's going to take as well. And just, are people going to watch?
I probably.
Do you think people would leave halfway through matches?
I don't know. I don't know if people like
Women's
I
tennis as
personally
much.
don't like women's tennis as much as men's. Just because it's like I got nothing against it. It's just if you watch a women's match and you watch a men's match, like the men are hitting the ball harder and it's
I also read
it's better to watch.
some
I don't
people
know.
say that because they're not hitting it as hard, it takes more skill and finesse in the female side because you can rely
I mean,
less
it's
on
still
power.
good to watch. I will still watch women's tennis, but it's been like there's a lot of men's tennis that I don't like particularly low level, but the high level men's tennis hasn't been replicated. Those games between top level tennis players, Federer, Djokovic, Nadal, Murray,
Yeah.
no one else, no men play that well and no women play that well. So it's just for that. That's like the best tennis. That's what I watch tennis for. It's really those. I don't watch tennis really much apart from that.
Do you think there's merit in Djokovic saying that he should get more prize money because his games go longer, and therefore, when it's televised, that there's more opportunity while he's playing for ad revenue.
Yeah, there's definitely merit in saying that, but I don't know if it's good for equality in the sport if they start
Would
paying.
it be better to pay men more or just bring up the time?
Well,
for
I think the
females?
Grand
surely
Slams
just
is
have girls
just-
to play 5 sets.
I think the Grand Slams, it's even because the Grand Slams are just televised as one event, so it's like men and women's. They're not separate. But then the ATP events and the WTA events, which is the men's and women's tour, I don't think they are paid the same because they're separate. I think for
Yeah,
Grand Slams,
but-
it makes more sense that they paid the same.
But I feel as if when you contract, then this is me spitballing. Surely when you contract with whoever's running the Grand Slam, there's a different amount you pay based on who's playing.
What?
Well, like, or is it just the same ads the whole way through? What I'm trying to say is,
I think
like,
you just
do
buy ad space
I think,
through
yeah.
the main thing. Like maybe night sessions would be worth more, and then on the final would be worth more.
Yeah,
Final
that's
would
what I'm
cost
saying.
more.
So, but like if guy tennis attracted a higher viewership, surely that would be used to make the ads cost more. Surely they'd be charged more to advertise. I mean,
I
yeah,
don't know.
we don't know.
It's just preset. The prize money is just preset,
No, but I'm talking about
and then
the people contracting to advertise during that time. If there's more, if I'm
I
going
think
to
it would just
advertise
be
a product,
nights. I don't think you'd pay for like during a certain game. You'd pay night session, and that's like men's tennis and women's tennis.
okay.
I think is how it would work. But overall, yeah, I just think it's like let the quality of women's sport improve, give them the foundation that like all which is growing, and it'll get better. And as it gets better, more people will watch, and then their money will go up. But you can't straight off the bat, when the quality's not that good, ask for a ton of money when people aren't going to watch it because it's just not the product's not that great.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right.
Text in if you have a differing opinion, because this is an interesting area.
Yeah, number is 0448856416. I'm just going to play a song now. This is Bad Kingdom by Moderat. Moderat.
Porn.
Bang. Really good remix by DJ Cozy as well. I'll play that soon.
By DJ who?
Cozy.
DJ Cozy.
He's got a very good remix.
So you
of
said
that.
Coney.
No, not referring to Coney.
Whatever happened to Coney?
It was propaganda,
Is Coney
bro.
still out there eating children?
Is he still romping Africa?
Did you ever hear of the General Butt Naked?
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
What
Oh.
an absolute character.
not as
Holy
funny
shit.
as
Coney.
no, as just like as it
Oh,
sounds.
not as funny as it sounds.
The fact that he like killed
It's-
and murdered and raped and stuff.
He did a lot of that, but his name was on point.
Yeah, I think
Am I being very insensitive?
the irony is lost on him.
Where was he from?
I think he thought it was like.
I think he was from
Nigeria.
He was
I don't
what-
know.
No,
Somalia.
General Butt Naked is now like some chiller who like just runs a retreat or something. He didn't actually end up getting prosecuted. He like retired from eating people, and now he just chills and is like a life coach. Or something.
No, this is rubbish.
I'm not even
This is
kidding.
Rubbish.
Don't say it's rubbish when it's
rubbish.
true.
Can you find me a link that says General Butt Naked, who has gone from like
Look up what General Butt Naked-
Like,
He
yeah,
ate
look, I'm just a life coach.
Dude,
I run a retreat.
I swear, you are about it.
I
You're gonna have
just-
to.
I do what I can to
I'm
help
gonna-
out the
what are
kids.
Do you want some? Would you like a knife and fork to eat your words in a second?
What am I
When you
exactly
find out, look, so
Story
look
of redemption?
up, go to his Wikipedia.
Redemption of General Butt.
General Butt Naked just chills now. He never.
No, I want to know that he runs a retreat.
What? Is facing those he once terrorized, preaching where he once murdered, and trying to rebuild the shattered lives of those he commanded during the war.
Oh, son,
And he's kept a name.
that's gotta hurt, Robbie.
So he's
No, look, I'll take
redeeming
it.
himself.
Butt naked, I'll take it.
I was just looking at some statistics about Africa while we're on the subject.
Africa. Africa.
Well, you're not going to be
Yeah.
laughing.
Probably will be.
Are we making light of what is about to be
Denny
This
a
is
Archer.
heavy
serious.
situation?
Denny,
Situation. More than
Archer.
1/3 of Africa lacks clean water.
Where's the diamond?
where is the diamond? You are not the master. That is exactly what I am.
Alrighty.
You're a journalist. Piss off, huh?
1.2 billion
I
people.
like that.
1.2 billion people
Out here
live
is-
for
I like to
$1.25
get
a
kissed
day.
before
I like to get kissed before I get fucked. Out here, back in America, it's bling bling. Out here, it's bling bang.
Leonardo DiCaprio stepped into the fucking studio. This is outrageous.
Denny Archer.
Denny
That's
Archer.
Denny, Danny. Archer, Archer. Archer, yeah. Rhodesia.
Rhodesia.
From Rhodesia. Yeah, boo-hoo, right? We were right there in the foxholes beside them. Don't you forget that. Danny, Colonel Kutsia. Good to see you. Yeah.
Are we
We
done?
fought with the blacks
All right.
in Rhodesia.
It's a great film that
Maybe in another laugh, yeah?
JJ's seen a few times.
It's
Maybe once or
beautiful,
twice.
Maddie. I wish you were here.
Oh, that's a sad part. Don't bring that back up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the end. Solomon. Solomon Vandy. Dear, you are good boy. You like to play football. Your mother and your sister miss you very much.
You're not doing that as well.
See, it's just a bit of, it's Leonardo just puts on a pretty
that
good
how-
South African accent. Is that
Yeah.
what?
No, it's not. So do I.
No, he's really
Someone-
good. And you know who else is in it? Is Jennifer Connelly. And she's in it. And she's good as well.
She's also good.
She's damn good.
So tell us depressing stuff about Africa, Jack. Now that
We
we've-
moved on from that.
No,
We've
we
moved
were.
on?
Not really.
No, I want to get back
We
into it.
can.
Do you have it up?
Well, 3 million children die from malnutrition every year.
Yeah.
Stop.
No. There is. I got respect. I got mad respect for the struggle, bro. I got empathy, cuz.
Look, the point is
Yeah, it's a raw deal. I can't even imagine,
with.
bro. I can't really grapple with
Yeah,
it.
but that's the
extensive
problem.
fact.
We can't even grasp these statistics.
Yeah.
It's hard to grasp them at this moment. But that's damning. Very damning.
That's bad.
That's bad, man.
Let's, move on to some different
That's
monkeys.
nasty, bro.
new statistics.
What other stats? What other stats are pretty rogue?
That's about smoking.
Stats about
25
smoking?
times more likely to get lung cancer. 25 times more likely.
Wow.
Cop that.
You know what was interesting?
Savage.
The other day I got my cholesterol done
Oof.
through the roof. But the doctor had this like doozy little computer that was like it's a pretty standard computer, but the program on it was like calculating your risk of heart disease in the future.
Yeah, atherosclerosis.
I could not. That's one variant. I could not believe the impact that diabetes has
Oh.
because and she just presses this button like it has all your blood tests and you impute all the numbers and then you end up with like I was like 1%.
Yeah.
In the next 10 years.
Okay.
And then it was like, if I had diabetes, it just quadrupled. And then if you add high blood pressure with that,
Yeah.
high cholesterol,
Yeah.
it went to like 20.
Damn.
That's steep, dude.
Damn, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's
pre-diabetic. Watch out.
wait. Is that adult onset or any diabetes?
Any diabetes.
Because I didn't realize that the diabetes you're born with affected. I thought that just affected your blood sugar. I didn't realize it affected your heart.
I'm pretty sure diabetes.
Because adult onset is
A type 1
that's
and
the
2,
bad
the
stuff.
same thing. You just trip yourself into
I don't
it.
know. I thought they were different.
Oh, well, I know like one is
Some people you get when you
behavioural
get
and one is
diabetes,
genetic.
you got to get like
But is it not the same
your
thing?
leg cut off and stuff.
Yeah, that's. I was talking to a med student friend of mine who was talking
Ooh.
about
Friend.
just people letting themselves go.
Talking about love.
Yeah.
No, sorry,
Well,
yeah.
that's
He was
how it
just like-
happens.
I was like, what's the worst thing you'd seen, lately? And he was like, oh, I was in emergency the other day, and this guy came in, like morbid, and he was like, oh, I've just got this. I'm feeling pretty unwell, and they were like, okay, take your shirt off. Let's suss you out. And the guy just had this
Cyst?
melanoma that he'd let go to such an extent. He didn't know it was on his back because he lived alone and was so heavy that he just never got round to it. Looking in the mirror.
Mm.
Yeah, you couldn't see it.
But this thing was so big, it had like a stalk. It was like a mushroom.
Yeah.
And my mate was like, the biggest I've seen prior to that was like a 5-cent piece, and that's like, holy shit. This was like a vegetable growing on his back. And he was
That's
just
so
like,
dang.
and just like the doctor saw that and just like, mate, there's nothing we can do.
Couldn't they
When
remove
it's
it?
that big,
Is he going to
It's
die?
everywhere. So that's like you've got like a month. Like you're going down.
Wow. What was the reaction of the patient?
I don't know, but apparently, because that's the thing, his follow up was like, people just come in.
What's the
people
lunch?
come in.
I missed that one.
Anyway.
That's the thing. He was just like, people just don't care. They come in, and he's like, you have to take these meds. You're pre-diabetic. These are the things that can happen if you get diabetes. And they go home and they don't take the meds and they keep eating candy. And they come back in. They get diagnosed with diabetes. They come back in 5 years later. They get the leg amputated. Like it's just.
They just let it
behavioral.
go.
Wow.
Yeah, I delivered when I was doing deliveries. I delivered to this woman's apartment, and it was like 6 bottles of wine I delivered to her. And her apartment, she was morbid. She was huge, and she had like 6 cats in there, and she had rubbish on the ground. This is just like the idea of letting yourself go. Rubbish on the ground was like up to your knee.
Whoa!
The whole way through the apartment, and there was just cats like in there and just food on the floor, and she was just like so fat. This was in the King's Cross. She had an apartment in King's Cross. And I was like, how do you let yourself get to that point? Because that was really disgusting. No, I didn't say it to her. She knew. It's not like she thought she was killing life. But she was like old, so I guess she'd just kind of given up and let it go.
What's she got to live for?
Mate,
a few wines.
Like once you're dead, you're just gone.
You're on the muzz once you're dead, bro.
No, you're not on the muzz, bro. There is no you.
Exactly, you're chill.
No.
Yeah, but if
you're not anything.
Yeah, but if your life's just crap, being dead would be better than having a bad life,
See,
I think.
This is
Nah.
a really interesting point.
Maybe.
I just,
It's
like,
quite
I think,
philosophical, actually.
No. I
That's a
really
pretty
think
deep
that like
question.
life has to be so bad to be better off dead. I'm talking like
I don't even know. I don't even think that's true. I just think if you're getting no enjoyment out of life, like life's no good without like happiness. And if you're depressed, life isn't any good.
Yeah, but like this,
It's only the
The
possibility
only reason
of
to
getting
keep living is
better.
under hope.
Yeah,
That
there's
it gets
a potential.
better.
There's a
better.
potential for
The potential
Good.
for it.
It's like when people become recently like paralyzed, and they often go through like huge swings of depression and attempt suicide and stuff like that. But then like they've done studies like 5 years down the track, those people become as happy as they were prior to the accident.
Yeah, they improve. I'm not saying that all I'm saying is that if your life is miserable, that might be worse than being dead. Because you're only getting negatives. When you're dead, you're getting nothing.
Yeah, I mean this is the argument that a lot of people who
That's the argument for euthanasia.
and also like abortion, like the kid's going to have a really tough time. But it's interesting to think that like how tough really is it going to be if you keep living or if you have the child.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
Yeah.
Depends on the circumstance. But there are circumstances that are really bad.
Oh, for sure.
But even it's not like you can be in like poor, crappy socioeconomic circumstances and still just be happy as a person. I think it's more like the type if you're really just screwed up in your mind, then that's just not your life becomes very like not a positive experience.
Or you just work.
What?
A shitty job.
It's just if you're depressed, effectively.
Dude, like that's just like working shit. That's just
you can get by and still have a
so
good
much
life.
worse
Yeah,
than that, you know.
you could work a great job and be
12
miserable.
hours a day, a job you hate.
Well, some people manage to maintain. Some people manage to keep. In that case, a lot of people have to work a lot just to get by because like they don't have anything given to them. So you just have things to look forward to on the weekend that still make them happy.
But if you don't get weekends, fuck that. Then your life's.
Well, your life's not. Say you had to work 24 hours a day every day, a job you don't like, then your life wouldn't be worth living. But you need something in your life to make it worthwhile. Just
What
working
about your lunch
isn't
break? I mean, like,
worthwhile.
I just feel like things have to get so bad before you consider,
No, I get that, but think about how bad the idea of like working 14 hours a day, or not 4, you're probably not going to be working 14 hours a day. Spending 5 days a week working a really shitty job you hate. That is like a large percentage of your time non-happy. That's a crazy way to live.
I understand that, but then the point you're making is so outlandish to me because you compare that, right? A dude in Western civilization.
I'm not saying that's worse than being
working
dead.
14 hours, and then you look at the horrific things that are happening, to people in Africa. As we said, 3 million people dying each year of starvation, and we look at prevention of women getting educated and acid being thrown in people's faces, shit like that. Like, that is so much worse. And by saying working 14 hours a day, you're better off dead. You're pretty much writing off 2/3 of the world being like, yeah, your life's not worth living.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying they're better off dead working. I'm just saying that's completely unenjoyable. It's like not physically painful, but as a person, it's very unenjoyable.
We're talking about
And just because the fact that you're not getting like
What makes
tortured
their
doesn't
life
mean
worth
it a
living?
great life.
Hey?
What makes their life worth
And also the
living?
fact that other people have terrible things happening to them doesn't make your life great. Like, you're in a great environment. You have the opportunity to do cool stuff. You're free. But, like, if you're then just doing shit you hate all the time anyway.
No, but
like,
we're
that's no
talking. We're
good.
talking about whether it's not about.
Well,
It's not about what is it in your life that is worth living.
No,
for.
it is. It
It's
says
no,
not something that's worth living for.
All I said,
Are you
Rob,
better off dead?
I
And
said-
the point is that's what you guys are effectively
No, that's
saying.
not what I'm saying. I said that being depressed is potentially worse than being. I said you can work a job like that and still be a happy person. Like, it's a pretty unpleasant job. It's not the greatest thing to do. But if you're depressed, so you get no happiness out of
Yeah.
life, that's all I was saying. That could be worse. Like that's a very negative way to live.
Really, you can't
Yeah.
really compare them.
Compare what?
Being dead. to
No, you can't.
Any experience.
It's just that
in
being
life,
dead
which
is
No, I mean, like, no,
being
like-
dead is an absence of any like feeling.
Yeah.
And if you're only getting negative, it's like if your life is just all negatives, everything is negative. Like life, everyone's like is a inherently positive experience. It's only positive if positive shit's happening. Like life itself doesn't have to be any good. You could just live a really shit life and it's not good. And everyone's like, life's a gift. Life's the most amazing thing. If you don't get a good life, you just have a shit time. And then you're born shit. You die. Like, and that person, you're not like, well, he was lucky to be alive. He was unlucky to be alive.
No,
because
I don't believe that.
I don't
do
know
not
about
believe
that.
that.
if you get born in a shit place, your family's shit, you get shat on every day, you hate it,
No
you
one,
have
like,
nothing.
No one's life is just incessantly like.
People who are
dreadful, dude.
depressed have a shit
Yeah, but
time.
yeah, but mate,
a
like,
shit
that's just
time.
a
a
You
mental
can do stuff
illness,
about
dude.
that.
That's a mental
Yes, but
illness.
there's people who just get caught having like in depression. Of course, you can do something about it, but people who are depressed, that's a very bad life.
We're trying to draw a line between at what stage are you better off dead, and what I'm trying to say is like
I'm not saying they
It
should
is
be
just-
dead. I'm just saying all you're getting is negative experiences. I don't see how that like
But
what is good about that. That their whole life.
yeah, there's nothing good about it, but is it better than being dead? I think so.
I think it's probably not better.
Yeah,
Because
but
dead-
like the natural corollary to that is like kill yourself.
No, because there's always hope for improvement.
Well, then the hope is the good. That
No, the
makes,
hope
that makes
isn't the
life
good.
worth living.
No, yeah, not really. It's being better is that. But like, even if you're hoping, you still feel like shit. It's not making it like worthwhile.
Yeah, but they're still living a life where that might happen
Yeah.
in the future, which makes it better than
no,
being
that's
dead.
just a
So
reason
I'm
to
with
like
Rob.
not kill yourself. But it doesn't mean that what you're
No,
living
but
right
that's
now
because
is better.
there's
than
what we're
there's
talking
what
about.
could happen. There's a possibility.
Oh, I'm
of a
saying
great
don't
life,
kill yourself because
which
it could
makes-
get better.
No,
but
that
I'm saying
makes it
that.
better. You're just saying you're comparing like them at the exact same time. Well, me,
No, but
Rob's
this goes
looking at
on
them
for
over a whole
long
life.
periods. This goes on for long periods. There's people, and I just think there's also people who just have really shitty lives.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. But is that better than just not being born?
Is that better than not having the experience of
Like-
life?
I just don't think so.
Overall, there's some people whose life is like more of a negative than a positive.
Yeah. but
Yeah, maybe
does
they would
that
still. There's
mean that they would just sack it in and say, "Look, I'll cash my checks," and like I never existed. I never.
No,
even
I
in the-
think they
even in the
still-
good moments, even if the net.
I think you still take
Detriment
the
was worse.
existence, but
Exactly.
it's still not better.
That's why it's interesting because, like, for me, let's say I had a girlfriend, and we got pregnant.
Yeah.
It'd weigh on my conscience knowing that, like, if she, got an abortion, which is up to her, that like that kid wouldn't. It wasn't one of those situations where like I can just say, "Oh, we're all better off without it," because, like, there's enough. Like my parents have enough money to like help out, and like I'm not far off getting a job, and that sort of stuff. So like, would that kid have like an atrocious life? No, because like I'm a pretty loving guy. The mum is obviously non-existent at the moment because I don't have a girlfriend. But you know what I mean? Like I reckon I'd be a good dad. It'd live in a nice-ish place, I guess. We'd live in Sydney.
Yeah, no,
Would
I
that-
hear what you're saying, but
Could
I
look
think
at my
that
son when he was 18 years later and be like, "Yeah, look, how have you been? Should I have pulled the plug?" And like, he wouldn't be like, "Yeah, you blew it."
no, I hear what you're saying, but I think with abortion, it just comes down to like if you abort like before a stage, it's not yet. It's a fertilized egg, but it's not like a child yet, so you're not. It's just
that's a
it's
different
a-
case.
Now
it's a-
you're missing
that.
the point of what he was trying to say.
That's a different kettle of fish.
You've just missed the point completely.
No, I hear what you're saying. Like you.
That's effectively like
Would-
it's the justification.
Yeah, that's
that
the
a lot of
same
people use,
thing.
is what I'm
Whether it
saying.
is worth bringing the child in for the sake of living that life, even though it might not have been great. Yeah, it's a good. It's a good.
I'm
thing.
saying your life has to suck so hard for that excuse.
for that kid who gets to 18 who's like, I wish you hadn't done it because it was that bad.
Yeah, that has to just like child soldier stuff. Like it has to be so bad. Even people that have it rough. I mean,
No, but
Oh,
it's
like
true.
I'm
There's
not
people
saying
for
this is
sure
a
that
lot
don't.
of people who are in this case. I'm just saying that life can be pretty bad. Like everyone's like, "Oh, life's pretty good." There's a lot of
No
people whose
one's
lives
gonna
just
argue with you.
aren't pretty good. There's just a proportion of people who just have shitty lives,
yeah,
It's
for
just pretty
sure,
negative.
For sure, but
and it's just like,
but I mean, that's not.
and it's just like
We're
that
talking
for
about-
them. Yeah, like not existing would be like no worse than their life.
Yes, yeah, that's where I don't.
What about this? This is just a different angle on this. What
Yeah,
if they're bringing everyone around them just like down? They're just an asshole as
This
well.
harsh utilitarian.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
also the way it works. Is like if anyone's that much of a shithead, people just ignore them. They're not gonna have heaps of people around them. If somebody brings you down all the time, you just stop hanging around them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not gonna be just like ruining everyone's time all the time.
But then they have no bearing on anyone else's life.
Well, no,
anymore.
hang on. What if they're bringing people down in like a physical way, like they're like a bully, or like you're in like a lawless society and one dude's just murdering heaps of people. Or
What
you're better
about
off
yeah? What
without
about
it.
their
We've gone to
carbon
death
footprint,
penalty.
bruh?
No, are some people better off dead for society, for the benefit of society?
Mm.
I think lots of people are
The
better off
death-
dead for the future of the
Actually,
human
yeah,
race.
we
Would you
needed, like,
endorse the
we
death
need to-
penalty?
No, I don't know that I don't think I would endorse the death penalty. But like, if I had to like straight out and say like the best thing that could happen for like humanity would just be if we like reduced our numbers by like 4 billion
Yeah.
or like 6 billion.
We're
We just got too
way
many
too
people.
Like 20 guys
overpopulated.
left.
There's just way too many of us. There's too many people. It's just not sustainable. It would be a lot better if we just stopped reproducing.
Well, I don't know if that's true.
What if that guy?
We're just gonna if we keep producing it at this rate, there's just gonna be too many
If we
people.
keep producing and we keep doing the things we're doing,
Like I also
it's
don't
not
think.
that, like we're
I also
starting and
think.
contributing that way. It's not like our existence. It's the way we exist that is detrimenting the environment. It's not sheer numbers. It's the fact that the sheer numbers utilize carbon,
but the way
fossil fuels, and stuff like that.
yeah, sure, but given that we live this way with more people coming, like it's just going to get worse and worse.
Yeah.
I also think that like theoretically, like this is no, because this doesn't work because your IQ is determined by like a lot by your environment compared to just natural factors. But like if you could create some sort of like utopian society with just like really good resources and just like just basically say screw off to the rest of the world and just set that up and let everything else go to waste, and that would probably be better.
That's good. That's
than
better
what
for
we have
humanity.
right now. Yeah,
That's better for the future of humanity. And
Wait,
just
hang
for
on. You're
one
saying
thing.
just like cull everyone
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
got, like, worth less than
Hypothetical.
100 and-
no, but that doesn't work because
cull
IQ,
like 6 billion people right now
Yeah.
out of 7 billion. It could be you. It could be not. Are you voting for that?
you see, you're not going to because
Absolutely not.
no. But
Why
for
would I
the
want to be
future,
responsible for like the extinction of
It's not you as,
No,
as a
extinction
it's
of
the
the human race?
opposite of extinction. This is going to keep us around
This
a lot.
is
This is going to prevent
good
the
for
extinction
humanity.
of the human race.
Arguably,
Definitely, I don't think arguably.
I think
I
it
think it's
definitely will.
arguable.
If we reduce down to 1 billion people,
Do you know
and
how many
then-
problems would just be gone?
So many. Dude.
All the environmental issues done, and those billion, if they're smart, can sort it out, get it together, and make sure.
Yeah,
the
you got all
future's
resources like
living sustainably.
streamlined, you
Not
got
to say that they
the
would.
best
There's a billion
minds.
smart people
You got the
already.
best
I mean, like,
minds.
They don't have to be the smart people. We're just saying dropping
we
the
just
numbers.
do the same shit. It'd just be like taking us back to like.
So
1900.
then you're just now you're
no,
just saying
it
humanity's
wouldn't.
doomed
It would be no, it
regardless.
wouldn't. It would be like society
not?
now, but with a lot less
no,
people.
I think at some stage we're gonna make a change.
no,
I think
you
I think
s-
getting rid of 90% of the population is just a blunt instrument that doesn't address the problem, which is how we act, not how many of us there are.
Yeah, yeah, I see where you're coming from, but it fixes the problem.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is it's a dumb way to fix the problem, because when those billion just repopulate the earth, you're gonna stumble into the same shit.
Yeah.
no,
why
because
don't we just
no,
act
because
better?
it's
Why don't we
not-
act better
because
and
we
no,
can't. We can't do
because
that.
it's not a random
Oh,
culling. You
again,
cull
we've
down
gone
to
back to-
people who understand how to live like a sustainable life. You get people like it's a
Yeah,
harsh
they're
way
just
to do
vegans,
it.
bro. Only the vegans don't.
You allow people who are like scientists and things like that who understand the proliferation of the bloody
You know,
planet.
someone tried to
And you
tried
just
to
get rid of 'em.
engineer a society and fucking engineer a genocide. in the
Yeah,
last
exactly.
100
That's
years.
why.
Are you? You're sounding awfully
What are
like
you
that.
saying, bro?
No, I'm not saying do this. It's a terrible idea.
I'm saying do it.
I'm not saying do it. I'm sure I'm not saying do it. But I'm saying
It
if
sounded like you wanted it done.
I don't want it done because
Okay.
you can't just kill people.
But it would save humanity.
No, it
I'm
wouldn't.
saying one way of saving humanity would
It would.
be
Yeah,
if
I'm
there
saying
were
it's the
heaps of
dumb
humans were
way.
gone.
That's like number 49 on the
Yeah,
top
but your
50
way.
ways to save
Yeah, but your way.
humanity.
I'm telling you right now, your way is not going to happen.
I call bullshit.
What's your
It's not.
way? Your
You
way
think
changed the way
Rob,
we think.
Rob thinks that like environmental damage, we're going to get to a point where we're like, oh, look, we're really like changing the environment. Like, let's stop now. That's just not going to happen. Big companies are just going to keep exploiting it.
rubbish.
And then it's already so fucked. It's so ruined.
It's not that fucked.
It's fucked.
Dude, it's not
Bro,
that fucked.
every
That is a
time-
ridiculous thing
Every
to
time
say.
I go on like the Guardian, it's like we're in a climate emergency. The climate is fucked. The world is now past the point of pollution. Every day for like the last year, I've been on that website. It's like the climate is fucked.
I was talking to a researcher who works on climate change. I had dinner with him the other day. And I'm going to butcher what he said to me. But effectively, it was like the shit we can... The forecast for the next 100 years isn't actually that grim. Like, summer will just get a little bit hotter, winter will get a little bit colder. That sort of shit will happen. Like, the reef's gone, but, like, there's just a bunch of fish anyway. That shit will happen, for sure. In terms of cataclysmic, world-changing, day-after-tomorrow events, first, they're entirely unpredictable. Second, they haven't really happened because of human engineering, so you can't forecast them. So anyone that says it'll happen is lying to you. So basically, you increase the chance, but no one knows what that chance is or if it's legitimate. That, like, you know, tidal waves are just going to, like, go over and freeze New York and a bunch of shitty actors are going to make a bloody shitty movie. But the point is, like, hands down, the Western world's run by democracies. Now, admittedly, as the American election has made clear, those democracies are kind of fucked up and big business has a big hand in things. But at the end of the day, I have a fundamental belief that the voice of the people will trump the interests of big companies, simply because in a capitalist society, big companies rely on people and rely on the consumption of the masses. So at the end of the day, that's like an alliance born out of capitalism. And if you take away the layman's ability to enjoy life and to spend money and operate within that society, then big business doesn't get its money.
Why wouldn't people still like buy the products of big business? Why are you saying that would stop? What's like just like these people are still
if
like
the climate is that bad and there's a clear bad guy,
like Rob,
it
your
gets
argument right now
boycotted.
is saying that the environmental like disasters,
frankly-
the environment situation is not that bad. Is what you just said. It's just not that bad.
No, he was saying
It's
in the
the
future.
changes aren't-
straw man shit.
I'm not.
pull
You said.
every
You
week.
said.
When
That
I
is
say,
what you're saying.
I say like a 5 minute
settle
spiel
down.
and
It's
you-
about, so,
You said
I
it's not
think
going to
you-
change. Like, which is
He was
I'm
sa-
saying that's
what I
not.
said. He was talking about us losing our faith in big businesses and capitalism being broken down.
I'm not
by
talking about that. That's not
the
what.
masses when we no longer have a reason to buy their shit. That's pretty much what you said.
I'm talking about the current
No,
predictions in
I'm-
the next 100 years. This is what I said. The current predictions in the next 100 years aren't like the global cataclysmic changes that
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't know if that's the case, because you heard that from this guy. But then I'm just saying this constant stuff about just ice caps just melting, and that will raise the sea
look
level
up, look
a
up
lot.
how much of Greenland is like no longer there, right?
Yeah, so I wasn't talking about what you were just saying, Perry. I was just focusing on you saying
You
that.
did. There was like a dank straw man shit. You put all
But
that.
No,
he
that's
wa- he
not what
was
I
coming
said.
out.
What I was saying. Wait a second. What I was saying was you said that it'll get a little bit hotter, winter will get a little colder. Apart from that, we have no idea what's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I think that what they're saying is it's going to get a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
Little
and,
prediction,
and which in any case-
which is man-made, which is caused by people.
Yeah, sure.
So
And
I
it's
think
caused by
that-
big business and all that sort of shit, right?
Yes.
So if you can't get out of your house to go to Walmart to buy the rubbish that big business is selling you because you're snowed in by 60 foot of sleet and hail, things will change.
Yeah, but by that
that's
point, it's
just-
too
It
late.
doesn't make any sense because it's too late
no,
then.
No, it's not too late. It's too late to save what we have now. It's not too late to save humanity, which is what you guys were saying.
I think it is.
I think that's rubbish. Look how much of Greenland's left. Bugger all. Does anyone give a shit? Not really. Am I being swamped? Is there fish in my backyard?
Yeah, but I think
No.
these it's all happening very
I'm not a
quickly, and
denier.
we're going to get hit by
Dude,
this.
what's
I'm
that?
not
Is
a
it
denier.
Fiji? Fiji's getting
Yeah.
cooked.
You see,
we'll
you're
lose-
agreeing with
yeah,
me, Perry.
I
You were
agree with
jumping
you.
down my
I agree
throat.
with you, but are you saying you took what he was saying out of context? It was
I didn't at all. All I said was that he said that it's going to get a bit hotter and a bit colder, and we don't know what else is going to happen. I was saying I don't agree with that.
Let's make it.
I
pause.
agree with
Let's
you
say-
on what's
let's-
going to happen, though.
That's all I was saying.
It was different what had happened.
It wasn't at all.
We can go back after this.
We can go
What
back
I can
after this.
repeat
And
my
record
words
it.
to you was that
We
you
have
said it's
recorded
not
it,
going to be
yeah.
that
I'll look.
bad. That was my argument. Was you said that
Okay.
the climate's not going to be
I
that
got a
bad.
text. I have a
Okay,
text. In.
Okay.
I'm going to read it out.
Sure.
Climate change isn't real. What the fuck? It's a UN leftist conspiracy. Can you talk about real issues like how disgraceful changes to superannuation are? We need more negative hearing and welfare for pensioners.
Negative hearing.
I think that's meant to be negative
Negative
gearing.
Alex Bowers, get back to work.
Yeah, could be anyone, bro. We don't have the numbers.
Yeah, no, look, but in all honesty, is a rise in a metre of sea levels going to eradicate humanity? No. Are the mass depletion of fish going to eradicate humanity? Frankly, no. May people die of hunger?
No, it'll just get
Will it
harder
happen?
and harder and harder. And
Yeah,
the poor will struggle more and
yeah,
more
sure.
and more. And you over there in your little North Sydney house will be sweet, Rob.
Tarman, please. I don't have the money for North Sydney. Not when the Chinese are invading the Sydney house market. But
That's before they invade
Which
the
is
country, bro.
another bullshit bloody. Anyway, just people in Sydney are so racist. It sickens me.
Australian culture, bruh.
But yeah, look, I like this whole fell swoop. Humanity's gonna die. I don't.
I'm not saying we'll necessarily be extinct or wiped out. They'll just be, by the sounds of it, there's just going to be.
This was bad enough for you guys to want to eradicate 90% of humanity.
I'm still voting for that.
In the interest of saving humanity.
Well, I think humanity will die out like soon enough. I do believe that.
Yeah, not more than 1,000 years.
Yeah,
No way.
I'm like, if I delay money, it would be against like 99% of the population.
Can't go that much longer.
1,000 years.
Whatever precipice your argument was teetering on, it's just fucking collapsed.
No, that's what
That is rubbish.
I don't think that's
Absolutely rubbish.
Okay, yeah.
Nuclear winter. There's a website that says what's the chance of a nuclear warfare. Can you Google that? It's like pretty doozy. Apparently it's higher than it's ever been. I'm inadvertently supporting JJ's argument. But in any case, I just don't back that. We're scum. We're like a virus or a bacteria on the face of the planet, and the planet doesn't have any antibacterials or antivirals. We're not going away.
No, I think that's pretty like we will die out. It's very arrogant of humans to think that we won't. We've been here for such a short time. We just got really big, and then just in the same way that stuff comes and goes down, we'll just die eventually. It'll be like an epic ice age or something.
I can't
What if it just? What if it becomes like 100 degrees? Like, which is not with like small.
Yeah. If it's 100 degrees every day, you can't live.
Like eventually something will happen, unless we go
like,
off planet or something.
See, like it'd have to be one of those like asteroid strike to take us out. It'd have to be something on that level
To take humanity out?
Yeah.
No, I think climate could do it.
Crazy disease.
I don't think it wouldn't get all of us, dude.
Maybe not all of us.
Yeah,
Like, that's what I'm talking about.
There could be like a small, but like a big
You said
event.
we'd go extinct.
Like I think we'll go extinct eventually.
Well, like that's
Like
pretty
no.
untenable to say that.
But in the next 1,000 years, there'll be something that just like wipe out. I'm saying like at least 99%. At least, I would say that. I'll stake that claim.
I'm with you right there. Although,
You look, I don't know. That's harder to argue. I was talking total eradication.
Like I think because even as bad as things
It's definitely
get, as bad as things get, people with a lot of money would be able to find a way
Yeah,
to
like,
survive.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
look what I just found, by the way. You told me to search what percentage
Nuclear
of there
winter
being a
stuff, yeah.
nuclear attack. I couldn't find it, but I found a website, a WikiHow, how to survive a nuclear attack. I'm just wondering who out there is reading this and taking it seriously and setting up their house with like.
Some people have those like
powdered
shelters and stuff.
milk. That's crazy. That's
people
all
prep
right.
for-
Crazy.
some people
I
prep
was
for-
researching.
that
I
is
was researching
crazy.
what an atomic bomb did. What like the scope of the blast. I was wondering if a nuke went off in the city centre, if I'd die from Artarmon, and it was a pretty close run thing. Those things are fucked up.
Huge.
But apparently in Hiroshima, there was a girl working in a bank, and she'd gone down to the vaults to like get something out for a customer or something. And this is like reinforced, gnarly, stuff in 1945. She was sweet, and she was like 100 meters from the epicenter.
She was just underground.
Well,
Yeah.
Harrison Ford just got in a fridge and he survived. And he was like at the epicenter of the bomb. Lead line fridge, you're safe. 100%.
Invest. JJ has stocks in lead line fridges.
Yeah, just jump in a fridge. He survived.
No, but like
Have you got a bomb shelter?
it's actually
No, I just have a fridge.
I couldn't believe that you could
That's all I'm saying.
that you could take such minimal action and avoid straight up catastrophe. Whether it be going underground or like if you're facing in a particular direction.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking at it as opposed to not looking at it from like
It depends how
15
close you
kilometers
are.
away.
Yeah.
No, like that makes like all the difference.
Oh really?
Or from that far away.
Yeah,
I mean, if
would've
there's
not
a
had
level
clue.
where just if you're close enough, it doesn't matter what you're
Well,
doing.
no,
You're getting
because
vaporized.
you can be underground.
Oh, if you're underground,
That was
yes.
the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
But also like being inside, like I didn't realize that like being inside after like 5Ks, you were sweet, but then like if you were outside from like 5 to 20, you were toast.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh,
It
Like,
can ruin.
okay,
If you're
yes,
looking
yes.
at it as well, it
Okay,
can
that's
ruin.
interesting.
You can just go blind, like instantly.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. We got a few more texts in. Wonder who this could be. The only thing which will cause humanity's extinction is electing a Labor government on July 2nd. Stop the boats, bill spendometer, shorten will borrow money, increase the deficit, and tax all of us hardworking battlers for the sake of welfare bludgers. Carbon tax will ruin us. All right. Vote for the Turner.
But green.
But
But independent.
Let's wrap it up here today.
Are we done, those?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done. So we're gonna play everyone out. Thanks for listening, everyone. Those of you who made it through. That was a long session.
It's
that
been
one.
real.
Thank you. Thank you.
Done
very
it
much.
up.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much.
All right. This
Where's
is
the diamond?
this
Where
is
is the diamond?
Ali Taylor
You went French.
interviewing.
Well, is
Where
the
the
diamond?
Where the diamond?
Oh, I have
What
to
does
download it.
happen to the diamond?
I have to download it.
Oh no, what Adobe?
Adobe Gaines.
Must have downloaded Adobe a million times in my life.
No,
Flash
that's
player.
not true.
A million?
bro.
It's hyperbole.
A million.
player, hyperbole. I'm gonna
Hyperbole.
call you out, man. You
Oh,
can't
his
do
script
that.
spelling bee was on this morning. Those kids can spell. You know, Indian American kids have won the last 8 in a row. That's just a very random stat for it to be the case. But why Indian Americans just
Are Indian
dominated spelling?
Americans? Is that the new way? The new politically correct?